art is a reflection of the life of the people. The art professor Bruce Onobrakpeya creates is helping to give our people self-identity, and is doing that through the Harmattan Workshop series. I'll tell you more about that on this week's edition of Art House. I'm Melinda Akinwumi.
If you hear a voice within that says you cannot paint, by all means, paint all you can. That voice will be silenced.
No great artist ever sees things the way they really are. If he did, then he would cease to be an artist.
Just a few blocks away from Professor Bruce Onobrakpeya's house in Mushin, Lagos, stands this Harmattan Workshop Gallery, which is like a diamond in the rough.
The beauty about it is that if you have any commodity or any product that is worth seeing, people will go wherever it is to see it. People will go. You know, I remember when, for example, the Vice President of the United States of America and his wife came to Mushi to see my father. So there must have been some value. And really this kind of art expression is propagated via word of mouth. Oh, have you been to Mushi, Mushi to see what's going on there? And people will take a whole day on a Saturday or a weekday, depending on how free they are, to come out here to have a look at some of these beautiful things.
It's filled with works of art that simply take one's breath away and shows everyone how far creativity goes.
Artists are people that are influenced by their environment. They are more like observers, people that comment, but this time they're not vocal commentators. They use artistic expression to comment on the environment and ideas, beliefs, and more or less forming the culture of the people. So they are more influenced by environment and what is going on.
Turning nothing to something and waste to wealth are just what artists do. Everyday scraps and metals are turned into art, and if these walls could talk, they would speak about what had to give way to make room for these new occupants.
This place that you are seeing used to be a face me, I face you type of, accommodation where there were, 20 or 30 families rumbling everywhere. But at a point in time, there seemed to be some challenge with, who is going to inherit the house, who is not going to inherit the house. And we just decided to buy it. And when we bought it, it was a lot of work to be done because too many people had been working, staying here, living here.
Onobrakpeya is one of the brains that drive this project. The whole idea is to give young artists a space to exhibit and create good art. So, once in a while, professional artists come in to mentor the younger ones.
He invites a group of already established artists from all over the world, and they come in different aspects. Some will mentor in sculpting, some will mentor in printmaking, some will mentor in life drawing, some will mentor in painting. And so there's more like facilitators in different areas. So the students will pick and choose an area of interest, and that is where his expression will lie from. This is the Harmattan Workshop Gallery. It is an avenue where we put together, we document, we showcase, and we arrange exhibition of the participants of the workshop, which happens annually.
It's also an atmosphere to share ideas, skills, and experiment. Adiola, Balogun, Peji Alatishe, and Ato Arinze are just a few of the contemporary artists that walk through these doors to be part of the mentoring process. Their works also hang side by side along with others that they have taken under their wings.
The whole idea of the workshop is more or less an informal setup where people come together, they interact, they inspire each other, they socialize, and at the end of the day, they work, and these are the results. So you see that when they work together, there's a heightened sense of, expression. They want to do something new. They maybe want to do something better than the next person. And at the end of the day, they come out with amazing stuff. Some of them which become world-class pieces. And that is what we are seeing right here.
These works come in different sizes and shapes, and for the organizers, the learning curve continues until the hands that created these works can make their good better and their better best.
We pause for a moment on the show, but when we return, you have more great works of art to feast your eyes on. So stay with us.
Born in 1955, he graduated as a sculptor from Yabate in 1978 with an OND and later went back in 1981 for his HND. He was the head of Department Graphics, School of Art and Design and Printing, Yaba College of Technology, Lagos. There he also lectured in sculpting. He was also a visiting assistant professor, Fine Arts Department, University of Missouri, Columbia in 2003.
He's no stranger to these streets. The fresh air, vibrant people and light traffic has attracted him to the same spot he visited a year ago. The bustling Ikeja axis in Lagos for yet another show. This one is titled The Power of Vision.
Power of vision talks about the power, the vision, the focus, the movement, the sense, the life that has to do with art. In life, a man without focus is an illusion. A man without life is nothing.
This self-taught artist intends to pamper our senses with images of great people and words that are sure to inspire any generation. For those itching to catch a glimpse of the old Lagos life, there is a bit of that here as we see the old Cattle Bridge, Broad Street in Idumota.
Behind the glory is always a story. Those are the power of vision. When I now add everything together to put it into my work, but I related everything that has to do with painting. Preach the message with my brush and my canvas to the nation, making use of my lines and shape.
There are also paintings laced with a touch of culture, cut in different shapes and sizes. Then Omojola tells us where all this inspiration lies.
We are learning every day. It's a continuous process. I discovered that being an artist, you are not the artist, but God made you to be an artist.
Those who couldn't resist the urge to take a look give the artist a pat on the back for being consistent and bringing something new to these walls.
Achievers in this world of ours have always experimented. At times it brings pleasant results, at times something lower, but in the end you discover that simple beginning becomes something beyond what one has really expected. That is the sort of a person that he is. So many may say, why is he doing it? In fact, I've never known anybody of his caliber who want to really exhibit outside, but they have seen it now and everybody is just inquiring, well, how do we do it? How do we do it? Well, the example has been set.
I discovered that I've been showcasing my work in many places, and my work is always passing a message to the people as if it's new. It's new. Even to me, when I'm doing all this work, I feel happy more than the money I'm getting from the work. And I look at it that the very first one I did, which was talked about my experience, I related the second one into unseen expression. Then I now see that this thing is going to a different level entirely. So I came out with this power of vision.
Bruce Onobrakpeya has been pushing for good and professional art to be taken to the streets for a larger crowd to enjoy. He's had a lot of knocks trying to get his other colleagues to buy into this idea.
When he wanted to start it, he sampled many senior artists' opinion, and some were not forthcoming, others were a little bit skeptical. But I told him, you just have to experiment. And that was buttressed by one of the senior-most artists that we have in Lagos here. That his first show outside this country was within the West Africa region, was outside, and he made his fortune there. Now we don't want to experiment anything in Nigeria, and that is even affecting us in almost every sphere of our endeavor. Everybody wants to be this, that, this, but I think time has come for people to change that orientation. I've gone out by the experience of Bruce Onobrakpeya.
But he had some younger professional artists touring this line in 2013.